Can the room that your drums are in suck up all the low end? Does the room actually determine the amount of low end that you hear? Today we're carrying my kick drum to 6 different recording spaces to see where we can find the most low end. Hey everybody, welcome to The Non-Glamorous Drummer. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Alright, I want to dive straight into this, but first I got to give you a little bit of a technical overview just so you know what gear we're using, what the setup is, how I'm recording everything. So in each of these 6 rooms, I'm using, of course, the same mics positioned as closely, as similarly as possible. I'm using my ribbon mic that I normally use outside of my kick drum, and I've got it positioned a stick's length away from the resonant head of the kick drum in every recording, so it should be in the same identical spot. I'm using an SM81, one of my overheads, as the room mic or overhead mic in each of these recordings. And I have it positioned roughly over the kick, kind of towards the batter head. It's at the same height in every recording and roughly in the same spot. I'm also playing with my usual Vader bomber beater on my kick drum pedal, which I really like the sound of, and it really helps to emphasize the actual tone of the drum rather than the slap of the batter head. So I think it kind of helps get rid of that variable doing a test like this as well. So I really like that. I'm also bouncing the beater in every test. I'm playing sort of medium loud and I'm bouncing that beater. And ideally I'm being as consistent as possible in every room so that we can have a pretty good back-to-back comparison. First, let's hear what it sounds like right here. And you've heard it here in this space, and I really like how it sounds in this space, but we're only listening through the ribbon and the SM81. So now we kind of have an idea of what natural low end is actually going on here. So that sounded fine, although I really like having my Beta 52 inside because that really completes it. I don't like just having the exterior mic, but I didn't want to do the Beta 52 inside for this test because it would give us a false sense of low end, because there's always going to be low end inside the drum. We want to know what's being perceived outside. Now let's move up to the living room. We're going there next because it's roughly the same size as this room. It's roughly 20 by 12. The ceilings are about the same height. The difference is that it's much more live and the room connects with other rooms in the house like the kitchen, and so there's going to be a lot more ambience, much more natural room sound. So in that recording, I felt like we lost a little bit of low end because there was so much room sound. We were hearing more of the room sound and less of that focused low end. Now let's move to another room upstairs that's kind of similar to the living room. It's just smaller. There's not a lot of furniture in it, so it's drywall all around, carpet. And so we're going to hear a little bit of that room sound. Let's see if we can tell a difference between that and the living room. I think it was pretty similar. You know, there were slight differences, a little bit shorter of a sound just because the room was smaller, but kind of the same thing where we hear a lot of that room and it seems to take away from the focused low end that we really want. Now let's go into the bathroom. This is going to be interesting. This bathroom is fairly large. It's got kind of high ceilings, but it's of course the most live space you can imagine. There is this little strip of carpet that I got the kick drum on here, but for the most part, there's going to be a ton of room sound. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of room sound, and that room sound just seems to suck away the low end. There's like no low end going on there. The kick drum just sounds papery and thin and horrible in there. But it's definitely safe to say there's not any low end going on in the room there. Since basically our rooms have been getting progressively smaller, let's now go to a closet and see what a closet sounds like. So I actually kind of liked that sound because it was so clean and focused. And if all I was recording was kick drum and that was the sound I wanted, that wouldn't be too bad. But I have learned that if you try to record a whole kit in a closet, it sounds terrible. The snare sounds bad, cymbals sound bad. A while back, almost a year ago, I did a collaboration with Steve and Taylor where we recorded drums in a big room and a small room, that small room basically being a storage closet. and the drum sounded horrible in the storage closet. And so it's really interesting how the kick drum sounds pretty focused here and nice, but we know that if we had anything else in there, it just wouldn't work. Okay, now for our sixth and final room, let's go outside. We're gonna set up the drums on the deck out next to my grill and do a little bit of sweating because it's like a 93-degree day today as I'm recording this. I really have no idea what to expect with this one, so we'll see. That one actually sounded pretty cool. And honestly, this was my favorite one. I liked the sound from outside a little bit more than the sound down here. And I think that's because I felt like it was a totally natural sound. I really like the outside deck sound, so really that one wins for me. I like the outside sound because it's a good clean sound and there's not an annoying room sound to distract. And it has a brightness, like a big openness that I like that I'm not getting down here. But down here would be my second favorite, and of course the bathroom is my least favorite. That one just sounds terrible. So now before we go, let's play them all back to back. We'll compare and contrast. But let me know what you liked in the comments below or shoot me an email. As always, thanks so much guys for watching. I hope that you found this video interesting, informative, and valuable to you as a drummer. And if so, I hope you'll subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I hope you'll share the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.